Hey guys, Nick and Hyde here from Nightlife Kennel coming at you with another coon hunting quick tip. Now today we're going to be talking about breaking your hound dog off a deer. Now this can be some of the more trying and harder things to break in a dog. Sometimes you get dogs that you just can't break off a deer. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. Basically what we do is, deer is a little bit harder to break because like we talked about before in a possum episode, we talked about actually catching possum. There's no way of doing that with a deer. But one thing we like to do is, again, you need to make sure you invest in a good shocking system. Get it on your dog, roll it up to the highest setting. You want to go ahead and ride around the country and find a place that you know generally has a lot of deer in the field, probably around dusk times when they're going to be out. Get some permission from the landowner or whatever you need to do. You're going to pull over on the side of the road with the deer out in the field. You're going to get your dog out and you're going to cast in that direction. You're not going to cast them on the deer. You're not going to sick them on the deer. You're going to cast them in that direction, and you're going to be sitting there with your transmitter in your hand, and you're going to be waiting. When that dog shows interest and takes off towards them deer, those deer are going to break. You're going to lay into him as hard as it can, the strongest setting you can, and tell him no, and he's going to break and come off them deer. Generally one time this works really good. You may have to do it twice. Now if you're out in the woods and you're coon hunting at night and you think your dog is running deer, that's a totally different situation. It's a lot harder to judge. One thing we highly recommend is you make for sure, you guarantee that dog is running a deer, because I've had dogs that look like it was running a deer, and right when I was about to get to them, they blow it up tree and there's a big boar coming like in the rut or something. But you want to go ahead and get ahead of your dog and see what's coming through the woods before your dog gets there. If you know that's a deer, the second you know it's a deer, you want to lay into that dog. Another thing you can too is if your dog's not far off behind it, let that dog come by you and you step out and you yell and you tell him no and you light him up. You want him to know that you don't want him having nothing to do with that deer. Now, this can take several attempts. You may have to do this several times, but oftentimes you can break dogs or run a deer. So I hope this has helped you. If it has, click like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. We would appreciate it. And in the meantime, guys, this has been one of your Nightlife Coon Hunting Quick Tips.